Yo, what's up guys, it's Adjboss here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some helpful tips on memorizing the solubility rule. So these rules are specifically for ionic compounds. As I'm sure you all know, an ionic compound is composed of cations and anions that are held together by ionic bonds. Their solubility depends on how well they separate in a solvent, which is usually water. So I came up with an acronym for all the ions that are soluble. I call it Solubility. The SU is for sulfate, the BR is for bromine, the I is for iodine, the Cl is for chlorine, the A is for acetate, and the N is for nitrate. So what this means is that when these ions form a compound with other ions, that compound is soluble. So that's it, right? Wrong! There are actually some exceptions. For example, the halides, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, are soluble with all other ions except for lead, silver, and mercury. So if I were to have lead 2 nitrate aqueous react with sodium chloride aqueous, I would end up getting lead 2 chloride solid plus sodium nitrate aqueous. So the reason that the lead 2 chloride is a solid is because chlorine is soluble with all other ions except for lead, silver, and mercury. So in this instance, it becomes a precipitate, hence why it's a solid. So sulfate, or SO42-, is soluble with all other ions except for strontium, barium, calcium, lead, and mercury. I like to call it Senor Bacon. So if I were to have potassium sulfate aqueous react with barium nitrate aqueous, I would end up getting potassium nitrate aqueous plus barium sulfate solid. And the reason that the barium sulfate is a solid, once again, is because it's insoluble and becomes the precipitate. So the last two ions in supericlan, acetate and nitrate, are soluble with all other ions, and there are no exceptions. Alright guys, so that's been the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm kidding.
Ha! Got him!
So there are some ions that are only soluble with a few other ions. For example, carbonate and phosphate are only soluble with ammonium, NH4+, and elements in group 1. So for example, if I were to have lithium carbonate or sodium carbonate, those would be soluble because sodium and lithium are in group 1. Sulfide and hydroxide are only soluble with barium, calcium, and strontium, or as I like to call it, Bacasar, as well as ammonium and elements in group 1. Alright guys, so that's been the end of the video. That's all the solubility rules that you need to know. I'll see you guys later. Peace.